Hey guys, I'm back. I've been promising this box for a while, and it's taken a ridiculous amount of time to get to me. But we'll discuss that later on as we talk about everything inside this box. So we have survival boxes, the gear only box. This is the first one we're looking at here. I am going to be welcoming some guest reviewers with me today. Hello, girls.
Hi.
I have Holly and Katie, my youngest of all in-laws, here with me.
True.
And I have my good old standard reviewing buddy. Hello, Aiden. They're all going to pitch in and help out today, and we're going to have a good old time. I don't know, which one of you is old? You're older, right?
Yeah,
You're older?
I'm the youngest.
I just wasn't sure. Why don't you guys come on around this side and join me?
I tried to do the unboxing. How do I describe this? What I recorded the other night was the absolute worst unmitigated failure unboxing that would have ever been shown on this channel ever. I had Aiden and Ethan, my two boys, who wanted to get in on the action. I had my two little sisters-in-law, Holly and Katie. With all the best of intentions, everybody wanted to help. What ensued was a complete, unmitigated, unorganized failure. There's just no other way to describe it. The culmination of the footage that I shot the other night has to be what I imagine any North Korean missile test looks like, you know, as a first-hand observer. I have worked with the footage. I have messed with it. There's just no way to put a video together that I can, it's just not gonna work. There's so much going on. Two giant barking dogs, Ethan running around on a pool table, all four kids super excited to get hands in the box, and everybody wanting to do everything. It was cute, but not a good unboxing. I'm sure it's entertaining to some, but it is not a workable video that we can put online. What we're gonna do is I'm just going to show everything that comes in the box and talk about it now without the element of surprise, but that's good because at one point we actually had to stop the whole unboxing to actually go over the packing list and try to identify everything because there were some inconsistencies with the packing list and what's actually in the box. So anyway, yeah. So let's go ahead and now that I've given you this little disclaimer, let's take a look at what's actually in the welcome package, the newcomers box for survival boxes, gear only. All right, so inside the box, there's a lot of stuff, and it looked really cool when we first opened it up, and that was one of the problems. Every kid wanted to reach right in and grab stuff. So first you get your little welcome to survival boxes with kind of a little description of, you know, hey, here's survival boxes and all that cool stuff. You get your packing list. Now, I'm wearing glasses, and this is still, the printing's a little bit small for me, but what I like here is that unlike some of the other boxes, they show you the lowest online price and shipping that they've found for different things. Now, this is a little bit dated, I think. It's cool they show you shipping options because I like to do that with prices too. If I can find something, you know, for free shipping or Amazon Prime, I'll put that on there when I put the info about stuff or whatever, but that's a nice little touch. Now, there's a couple issues on the card, things that don't match what's in the box. I guess maybe they changed up, they ran out of stock of some things, or because some of the stuff just quite does not match up. And like I said before, we actually, when we did the original unpacking, when we did the original unboxing video, we had to stop and actually go through everything because stuff just was not matching up and it caused a lot of confusion. But let's start on this. So number one, the Ultimate Survival Guide Handbook. We've gotten a few different little survival guides in different boxes. I like that this one's a bit smaller than some of the rest in terms of pocket size. I haven't seen this one before, but it's got some of the same standard illustrations that you see, you know, out of military survival guides and other ones. Has a big section on what they call campcraft, knot tying, things like that, which is pretty cool. It looks more geared towards just basic stuff than some of the more complicated ones, which I also think is nice. Good info. I'm looking forward to reading it. I think I can scan through this, you know, relatively quickly, and I know that quite a few of you have asked for me to put some of these survival manuals in the giveaway, so I think we'll do that with this book. So $7.99, and you can find it, you know, free shipping Amazon Prime. That seems decent. Let's move on next to the SOG Traction Folding Knife. Okay, now this item is just not in the box. I've looked all over. Now what they do have is a Mora companion. Alright, so cool. I'm not going to argue with getting a Mora knife. especially Companion. It's one of my favorite Moras. It's a great blade. However, it is not a SOG traction folding knife. And this is one of the items that cause confusion, because before, you know, as I do my normal unboxings, I go down the card. I hadn't looked at the entire card, so everything kind of ground to a halt as we tried to find this folding knife. I guess I figured this was the only knife in the box. They must have replaced it with this. So number one, Mora, great knife, right? Great kind of bushcraft sort of survival type blade, but it's not a folding knife. And in my opinion, you can't just sort of interchangeably put a fixed blade and a folding knife in the same category, because you're going to do different things with them. So foul on you, Survival Box, number one, for just thinking that, you know, a SOG folding knife and a Mora fixed blade are the same thing, because they're not. But I understand you wanted to have a knife in the box, and if you're going to just put a knife in the box for a survival type box, I think the Mora is a good choice. The Companion MG with the stainless steel blade is a really good knife. It's got a nice rubberized grip to it. It's a relatively inexpensive knife too. It's got a 90-degree spine, so you could use it with a fire starter. And the Mora stainless steel is pretty good stainless steel. I'll put a link in the video description to the big unboxing and the Mora testing video that me and my friends did, two different videos. I'm the only idiot that had never heard of Mora before I got a Mora before. But just in case you're not familiar, Mora is a great knife for out in the field. I like folding knives because, you know, I feel like they have a little bit more utility EDC-wise than something like this. I know there's a lot of folks that have no problem just tucking one of these onto a belt or into, you know, your pants or something and walking around with it. It's not going to fly where I am here. So, you know, this isn't something I can carry around all the time. But a great Mora is a great Mora. Like I said, I'm not going to complain about this. That being said, I already have this knife in my Mora collection, so guess what we're going to do with this? Yep, giveaway pile. Now, they say that the SOG Traction retails for, what does that say? You probably see it better on screen. Is that $23? Right? Free Amazon Prime shipping. Moving on to the next one, the SOG MacV EDC Multi-Tool with a retail price of $9.99. So I took a look at this little SOG Multi-Tool, which looked interesting enough. What I liked about this is when I looked at the package, they actually gave you all the tools right there. So I'm going to hold it there. You can screenshot that if you want. So it's got some good features. Damn bottle opener. Hashtag no more bottle openers. But it's, you know, it's got a lot of decent little features. Seem like they'd be pretty good to have around. There's something I am curious about, and, you know, so spoiler alert, we got some P cord, 550 cord. I want to see how this cord cutter does. The 550 cord barely fits in it. And yeah, so not doing great right out of the package there. It's a pretty small cord cutter, and I don't know, it's hard to get any kind of leverage or traction on this thing because it's so small if you're going to use it as a cord cutter. And it doesn't really work that well anyway. I just really wanted to test that out. But it's an interesting little tool. Now, I can't put this in the giveaway because I already promised this to one of the girls. Oh, and that leads us right into the 30-foot hank of 550 paracord. So there's nothing cosmic or groundbreaking about this 550 cord, besides what a cool color pattern, kind of, you know, orange and dark brown and green. I told the girls that I would teach them how to make bracelets out of this stuff. Explain to them the wonders of the 7 inner filaments of 550 cord and what makes it special. That was another part of the original video. I had to explain a lot of what was in it to them, and that basically it ground everything to a dead halt as we went through it. But an extra 30 feet of 550 cord. I like this 550 cord. You know, it's a cool pattern. So I'm going to, over the weekend, go back over to my father-in-law's house and teach the girls how to make some stuff with the 550 cord, and they'll enjoy that. This is on there. This is a preview of stuff to come. Now, I'm just saying, okay, I'm just spitballing here. 30 feet is an interesting length because, you know, they sell 550 cord in all sorts of lengths. Like, kind of standard is a 100-foot package. Why not just throw a 100-foot package in there? I'm just curious why, like, why 30 feet is my question. Where did the 30-foot measurement come from? In a newcomer's box, from assuming somebody doesn't have anything, 550 cord is always useful to have, is always good. So $5.50 cord, cool. $4.49 and free shipping Amazon Prime. I'm gonna call bullshit on this because there are websites where you can get a whole 100 feet for $4.99. Now maybe not with free Amazon Prime shipping, but if you shop around, you can find paracord, like the real stuff, and I'm not talking about like cheap Chinese stuff. Like you can get actual 550 test cord for much better price than $4.99 for 30 feet. I don't know if you're going to get this same cool color pattern, but if you're more worried about it working than how it looks, yeah, you can get a much better deal than this. Okay, so next we've got the UCO Claris, and I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that right, but again, tiny printing. LED lantern light, retails for $14.99, and again, they found it free Amazon Prime shipping. They also, by the way, included batteries for everything that needed batteries in here. So this came with AAAs to use inside of here, and this is a nifty little light. This is not nifty. The O-ring just came off as I tried to take the battery compartment cover off. So it can take your larger rechargeable batteries, or it has the little tray for the AAAs. Now I have found, and I think it's kind of common knowledge, that when you use the bigger rechargeable batteries, you usually get a brighter light than when you use the little, the standard alkaline kind of disposable batteries in there. And you've got a single function LED light, just on off. But what you also have is a nice little lantern, and then it's got a little metal D to hang it from. And it's a pretty decent lantern. Granted, we're in daylight, you know, we're not in the dark, but turn the lights off in the room, and it's a pretty decent light source. Waterproof, not proof, but resistant. I wouldn't take this thing deep underwater or anything, but it's nice, and this is promised to one of the girls as well. I like it as compact and it's really light, too. Now, could you find that cheaper on, like, you know, Wish.com or AliExpress or something? Maybe. I'm not sure. I didn't look. Next, we've got the Cree Tactical 3-mode LED flashlight for $5.76, free Amazon Prime shipping. I actually did look this up because this went missing, and I thought I was going to have to order a new one. So, yes, that price is valid. So, it's Cree and Ultrafire. And I've gotten one or two of these before in some other boxes. It's what the really interesting light that gives you like the square pattern when you zoom it. I don't know why it's a square LED, but it's just a standard nice little light. It's very light, takes a single AA. If you push the button down halfway, you go from bright to medium to strobe. It also works if you push the button like all the way, which is kind of a pet peeve of mine, because what if you want to keep it on bright, you just want to turn it off and then turn it back on, but you have to cycle through everything. But you've got 3 modes. It's, again, water resistant. I have another one of these that I think I got actually with Alpha Outpost, and it has been played with by the boys, kicked around, dropped, thrown around, and it's almost indestructible. It has taken a beating and keeps going. Now they list your batteries. AAA and AA, $3.50 for all of them. Well, that's a pretty good price for a package of AA's and AAA's. I don't know. I didn't go battery price shopping, but that's what they say. Now here's the next discrepancy: the Live Fire Survival Kit. Now, if you look this up on Amazon, here's the Live Fire Survival Kit according to Amazon. And it's actually $1 cheaper than they have on their card there. So again, you know, differences in when the card is made and everything. But this is the actual item on Amazon that they're quoting. Here is the item as sent in this box. This is a little bit different. I can tell you I have ordered this exact item. This is $5.99. This is not the same thing. This is a True Stone glow-in-the-dark 5-in-1 tool, except it's not quite the same thing. You know, it's like a step down because it didn't come with the whistle. So it's like a 4-in-1 tool. So this is not the same kit that they say you're getting on the card. This is not it. It is a decent fire starter, that's true. And it barely glows in the dark. I mean, just barely glows in the dark. And you've got a ruler on it. But and a goddamn bottle opener. Hashtag no more bottle openers. But it is not the live fire survival kit. It doesn't come with any fire starting stuff or tinder or anything like that. So, once again, did they just not update the card? Did they run out of stuff and have to substitute? I don't know. But you do get a ferro rod and a striker, and, you know, this does work very well. This is another thing I promised the girls I would show them how to use. They're very excited to see how to make fire. Tactical Molly rucksack for $35, again on Amazon Prime. You'd think I would have known better than to put it back on the bottom. Yeah, we're going to get sandwiches. They're going to be delicious. So, what you've got here is a small day pack. Simple bag. Decent padding on the shoulders. I had Holly try this on in the video. She thought it was really comfortable. You'd have to adjust these up to make sure you're not putting extra pressure on your shoulders with those straps. But you've got a carry handle. No provision or anything for, like, say, a hydration system, but, you know, whatever, that's okay. There's a pouch here externally, so you could put one in if you wanted to. I don't know if that's designed for a hydration system specifically, but you could put one there. It's padded, though, you know, for comfort, but, I mean, you could put, like, a tablet or something else in there. Internally, you've got a zippered small compartment right up top. You've got a mesh compartment and then decent sized main compartment in there. You've got a secondary compartment, again, nice and deep. Not very wide, but deep, and then some small separations on the inside. You gonna check that out? Small top compartment. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then a final compartment with more separations for small items, and everything zips up. It doesn't look like it's really protected for water resistance or anything like that, unfortunately. There's good padding in between the main and secondary compartment, though. And then you've got a nice strap to cinch it all down. So for a small bug out bag, or just like a small day pack to take with you adventuring or something, not bad. And it's got MOLLE attachments on the sides and the front to connect stuff. I could see it costing $35. I could also see you probably finding this for less if you looked around for it. But decent materials. You can see stuff is double stitched. It's well put together. There's no brand name on it or anything, so I don't know who makes it, but I did some good tug and pull tests on it in the original video, and everything was solid. So it's a nice pack. They're going to combine it with some MOLLE tactical D-rings with quick snap clips for $5.99. Unfortunately, that probably is a realistic price for these two pieces of plastic because crap like this is expensive. But these are really good because I've said in other videos I've used, you know, D-clips and everything to secure gear to the outside of stuff. And I've had some of these. I'm not sure where they went, but these are good because they're just quick release and easy. It takes more than just a little bit of accidental external pressure. You really got to want to open these up. You can put webbing through them, you know, depending on how you want to secure them, or you can just clip them onto stuff. So you get two of these, and I'm a fan of these because these are, like I said, pretty secure and work pretty well. A package of emergency survival candles for $6.09 with free shipping. They're candles, guys. They're emergency candles. You know, they burn a little bit longer than normal. 2 candles, 2 metal candle holders, just little cups. Nothing special. Metal cup that goes on the bottom of the candle. I don't think we need to get into this. Always good to have, right? Moving right along. The Jet Scream emergency signal whistle for $9.05. This is what you're getting for $9. It's a pretty good whistle. You, of course, I'm inside, and I don't want to like deafen animals and myself. $9? I don't know. Maybe, but at least this one works. How many times have I gotten a whistle in a box and I, you know, tried to use it outside and it barely does anything? It's not like a Fox 40 or anything like that, but it's a decent whistle. $9 though? You can find this for less, I'm sure. Instafire fire starter cooking fuel. $1.99. They found it on eBay with $1.99 shipping. Okay. Well, we've got 2 of them. So that's exciting. So I was going to use this with the fire starter to show the girls how to start a fire out in the world. Because we've got 2. And I'll probably video it so we can kind of test this out and see how it works. Because there's so many different brands of this stuff. I don't know how it works, but we'll figure it out and we'll see. It lights wet wood. It burns at nearly 1,000 degrees. That's pretty awesome. Burns on snow, water, and ice. Non-volatile. No unexpected flare-ups. Burns for 10 to 15 minutes. That's so cool. I mean, can you ever have too much fire starting stuff? Probably yes, but like, you know, not in your overall stockpile. In one bag, maybe. But we've got 2 of these. So $1.99 each. That's, you know, almost $4 worth of fire starting. Cool. A P38 military can opener. That's just $4.99. Number one, this thing's been in service longer than I've been alive. If you have not ever seen a P38 can opener, this goes back to at least World War II, possibly older, and you hook it onto a can of something and you manually, I don't want to open this can now, but you open cans like so. Like back when military rations were sealed in little cans, like way back when. So, I mean, at least World War II, possibly longer than that. These things you can find in Army Navy stores for a matter of, I don't know, I've seen them, I swear I've seen them for like 15, 20, 30 cents. $4.99, I'm sure you can find it for $4.99. You are ripping yourself off if you pay for $4.99, like for one of these things. Once upon a time, I know folks used to dangle them from dog tags and whatever. Of course, they've gone way out of fashion with MREs because you just don't need them with MREs, but you know, there's all sorts of little things on Facebook, you know, and veterans groups and everything, you know, like if you've ever seen one of these, share if you've ever used one. And, you know, going camping and everything with my dad, we did use these growing up and everything. I've never used one in military service, never been issued one in military service because, you know, I'm of a slightly later generation than this. But these are cool to have because you never know what you're going to run into in terms of emergencies. You know, if you talk about shit hits the fan and you run into like a food stockpile or something, or, you know, these are good to have and you can do, you know, other things. I took an improvised weapons course once, taught by some special forces dudes. And the first question of the day was, before we started, how many ways are there to kill a man with a pen? And everybody started, you know, they gave us 20 minutes to think about it. And the correct answer, everybody was wrong. The correct answer is you are limited only by your imagination. So, same thing with this, you know, it has its designated purpose, but what can you do with it? You're limited only by your imagination, I guess. So, total ripoff at $4.99, but P38 can opener, cool to have, yay. And then we've got 2 more items that go together. So, mini survival binder for $5.10. I'm going to have to read that small print on the video because I can't even read whatever that is under free Amazon Prime. And then a survival knowledge card for free. I'm thinking that you get this survival boxes binder, and then with every box you get survival knowledge card. So here's campsite selection for backpackers. You know what's interesting? Triangle. We set up deployed radars in combat in triangular forms for defense against anti-radiation missiles. That's probably not interesting to anybody but me. But we get 1 survival knowledge card, we get this little thing. I'm sure I can find one of these without this printing at like Walmart or Target for less than, what did they say, $5.99? $5.10? I'm quite certain I can find one of these for less if I wanted to. But we're going to use this. It's going to go into another video I have coming up about field/tactical notebooks, because this could be something we could put into a field notebook cover and make sure it survives out in the field and stuff. And then we have a promo code for more Paracord, paracord.com, and I've ordered from paracord.com before. One of the places where I used to get stuff when I was deployed for cool colors, you know, when you want to make bracelets and everything. Also supplycaptain.com, by the way. But there's the box. There's everything we've got in the new member box for survival boxes, gear only. So overall, I'm not thrilled, but I understand this is the new member box. I'm excited to see what like a regular monthly box is like. This is basic stuff because it is the basic box. I would like to see kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better word, cooler stuff. Some of this stuff will be given away. Some of this stuff is already, some of this stuff is going to be given away to family members, boys and girls who think that this is just the coolest stuff in the history of all stuff. in the history of Stuffitude. I'm glad they thought it was really cool. But another new subscription that we're going to be working with on the channel, so I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. So anyway, guys, sorry for the original fiasco. I hope this was as good as a regular unboxing. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. You tough?
Yeah.
Say I'm tough.
Kiss for better.
Okay, kiss for better instead of saying you're tough. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. You are awesome, and I'll be back again real soon.